Hello and welcome. My name is Christine Berry, and I am an advanced certified body talk practitioner as well as a certified body talk instructor. The International Body Talk Association is in Florida, and this is where the certification comes from. Today, I want to talk to you about how is body talk a pandemic-proof business tool? Especially today, this is a really big question because a lot of us in the recent years have had to figure things out, pivot, maybe start a whole new business. Some of the things that used to work no longer work. And some of the things that have been working all along have been rewired and reframed to be even better. Today, I'm going to tell you about a tool that has always worked in this scenario. And fortunately for myself, several years before the pandemic, I actually took my business 90% online. I was still teaching in person because we were required to until the pandemic hit, but all of my sessions, at least 90% of them, were distant, mostly over either the phone or as a recording after having spoken with the client. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons really quickly so that you can decide for yourself if this is something you want to investigate further. And you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with the different information tools that I have to see if this is the right option for you. But I strongly encourage you to investigate it so that you can become pandemic proof or whatever proof moving forward. Number 1, body talk is energy work. It's a natural healthcare system. We know from ancient philosophers and ancient wisdom that everything is interconnected. But if that's not your bag, per se, you might want to look into quantum physics. That actually is current science that says the same thing. Everything is interconnected. And so when everything is interconnected, energy work is actually a really, really powerful way to build a business moving forward. It's something that is modern in a way. It's been around forever, but it's up and coming. I can tell you that. When I started Body Talk, I was really out in the weeds. For 15 years, I have been plugging away, even just working at explaining to people what this is. And when they try it for themselves, they love it. And so we're getting into an age where it's actually getting easier for people to understand and be willing to try this work, especially since everything went online during the pandemic. People are more willing to try these types of sessions. Number 2, and this is the biggest one in my mind, we can do all our body talk sessions remotely. You can do it on Zoom, you can do it on the phone, you can do it on any type of system that allows you to communicate with your client. I will also, if the client doesn't have a computer or they want to listen to the session quietly on their own, I will find out from them either by email or on the phone what their goals and intentions are, what's up for them, what's happening in their life. And then I will record the session and I will email it to them so they can listen to it over and over again. So there are many, many ways that you can offer this type of work once you are certified, once you know how to do it. And I do have another video on how to get to the point where you can do body talk sessions, but I won't go into that here. So please watch for that if you're interested. The third reason that body talk is pandemic proof is you can take it anywhere. It's portable. You don't need any tools. It was actually the reason I chose this system in the first place 15 years ago. I was looking at a few different systems because I knew that I wanted to be in transformational and healing and energy work, but I didn't know much about any of them. I was sort of a bit of a brave entrepreneur, explorer, adventurer, stepping out into the unknown, completely not sure what I was doing or how this would work. And I am so glad that I did, because now I'm a seasoned veteran. I love what I do. I get to see miracles every day, and it is an amazing system. So the reason I chose Body Talk over all the other systems is that I did not need any tools. I did not need a computer. I could be in the middle of nowhere in a jungle. I never thought pandemic, but I did think apocalypse, just, to the extreme end. And I could do this work anywhere to help and support myself and other people. So you do not need tools. It's incredibly portable. You just need to know the system. And once you know it, you'll never forget it. It's like riding a bike. All right. The fourth reason that you want to have BodyTalk as a pandemic-proof tool for the future is that it can be a standalone business. You can actually build a whole business doing this work. There are many people who have. Now, I also teach it, so I can't say that I'm only a practitioner, but it's a completely viable option for you to actually have a full-time standalone or part-time business doing BodyTalk sessions. And finally, the fifth reason that BodyTalk is a fantastic pandemic-proof tool is you do not have to give up your business or your healing practice or anything else you're doing if you want to add BodyTalk. It is a perfect complement to almost anything that you're doing. If you are a coach, this will help your clients get through their mental limitations. If you are another type of healing practitioner, it will allow you to get to places that maybe some of your tools, it just expands your toolbox and allows you to go places maybe your other tools couldn't get to. BodyTalk is really powerful at balancing emotional disruptions and disturbances and for the long haul, and also allowing people to get through their or understand and release their mental limitations, their belief systems that are holding them back. And of course, their physical ailments and challenges that also hold them back. So BodyTalk really covers a lot of bases. It's very comprehensive. That's another, I guess that could be our sixth point, is it's incredibly comprehensive. We can really address so many things with a BodyTalk session. Now, as going back to complementary, BodyTalk is complementary to also, let's say you had some kind of a business that you're running and you want to have good customer interaction. Like maybe you're, just think of something like an accountant. Maybe your clients come in and they're super stressed, or you have a practice like a dentist's office or something. You could have somebody come in and be totally stressed, and you could do just a few minutes of some of our tools and you would be able to help reduce their stress if that felt appropriate, if you wanted to offer that kind of customer service. I thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope that you will investigate this further. I love BodyTalk. I think if you look into it, you're going to love it as well.